Good morning. According to the RGR News, UK government rejected meetings of residents threatened with deportation. I really don't understand this, but let me give you an insight of what I'm talking about. The UK government has rejected a formal diplomatic request to discuss the immigration problem being experienced by thousands of British residents threatened with deportation to several countries, including Jamaica, which they left as children and had not returned. The request was made for the matter to be discussed at this week meetings of Commonwealth Head of Government to be attended by the Prime Minister Andrew Holness. Downing Street has rebuffed a request from the representative of 12 Caribbean countries for a meeting with Prime Minister Theresa May. Come on, what no go on with? The people them left them country all these years and them know they come down and never explain to them back then. Why no wait till so many years? A report in Sunday issues of the Guardian News say that refusal has been given Caribbean diplomats the impression that the UK government is not taking a sufficient serious approach to the problem that is affecting large numbers of long-term UK residents who came to Britain as children. Some have been threatened with deportation to countries they left as children 50 years ago. Others have been denied access to health care, lost jobs, have been homeless because they do not have sufficient paperwork to prove they have the right to be in the UK. The Guardian said Downing Street acknowledged that a request had been received from the Caribbean High Commissioner and confirmed that a meeting had not been scheduled. Although the subject is not on the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting agenda, officials say that there would be a number of opportunities for the heads of delegates to meet the Prime Minister and discuss the issue. Sep George Rakokan, Jamaica High Commissioner to the UK, has said he'll be meeting to raise the issue despite the lack of formal meeting, bearing in mind there are senior citizens whose lives are in limbo. What to do? In response to the emerging concern, the UK Home Office has issued a Guardian summary of what Commonwealth-born long-term UK residents should do if they were concerned that they do not have the necessary paper to prove their rights to be in the UK. The guidance acknowledged that problems are only now begin to arise because of new tightening immigration rules. It said the recent changes to the law mean that the persons who wish to work, rent property, or have access to benefit and service in the UK will need documents to demonstrate their rights to be in the country. The Home Office said no one with the rights to be in the UK will be required to leave. Charity workers with people in this situation express frustration, however, that the government continue to suggest that individuals seek legal advice. The Guardian reports there's a growing awareness of the problem which may affect thousands of people who came from the Commonwealth countries as children, often travel on their parents' passport who have never formally naturalized. Although anyone living in the UK continuously since before January 1973 is legally entitled to live there, people who have not applied for passport may struggle to prove that they are entitled to be in the United Kingdom. Some people moved to the UK before the countries in which they were born became independent and assumed that they were British. The Migration Observatory of Oxford University estimated that about 50,000 Commonwealth-born residents of the UK who arrived before 1971 may not yet have regularized their residency status and could be vulnerable to these difficulties. Oldness. Prime Minister Andrew Oldness will in London this week for the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting, and he will meet with Prime Minister May. The Prime Minister will also be received by the Queen at Buckingham Palace during a private audience organised for heads of government who have taken office since the last Commonwealth Head of Government meeting in 2015. UK, you mess up. Trust me. You totally mess up. The fact that there was a time when you said that according to the Queen that the countries were Commonwealth and Commonwealth belongs to England. I don't see the reason now that the Commonwealth country people are being rejected. Those who were there long before 1973, 1971. They were there early 60s or late 60s. I can't understand why these people are now thrown out of the country. You came up with your laws lately. You didn't explain to these migrants then that they were never UK residents. They will never be UK residents. The fact remains is that Jamaicans and all Caribbean islands, I suppose, and every Commonwealth country always believe that they belongs to England. What is wrong now? I agree some of our people have come there. They were not learned. So they don't go to think of that they should look for a passport since they were in a country that already said that they were a Commonwealth citizen. Some have earned good status in your country. Some have bought houses there. Now they are thrown out of their houses. They acquire a job. Not everybody who lives in the UK are criminal. What is going on in the UK? The Queen need to address this matter. It's no longer these prime ministers that comes up and chuck everything the way how they see it. To be honest, I am a Jamaican and I'm really typically angry at what the UK government now are pushing on the Commonwealth citizens. What is Commonwealth? Why does it have to be in the Caribbean passport that we are Commonwealth citizens when even the country that called us Commonwealth don't want us? For years we have given many of our labor to the UK government. We have strengthened the UK in many ways. What is going on now? What is the turn aside? What is the turncoat? What is the brainwash going on in the UK? Jamaicans, whether you're in the UK or not, this is full time now for you to understand that the country that you live in, if you're not legally in there, because we are realizing now that we are illegal everywhere that we go. So if you're not legally there, you have no chances. Pack your bag and go back to your country. And if you're there more than 50 years, 75 years, 100 years, it's full time for you to know to naturalize yourself in the country where you live. We are being deported from United Kingdom. We are being deported from the United States of America. Where else won't we been denied? The UK have messed up. Trust me, it has messed up. Our men and women have fought for the United Kingdom. We have gone to war for the United Kingdom, and this is what we have been paid. We came there on a time when Jamaicans did not need visa. They did not even need a proper passport. They were there. Some were taken there by their parents who came to the UK to work. United Kingdom, you have messed up. Big time, full time, and full scale. You rectify your government. It's not just the Commonwealth people who have turned fooled and come to your country. You yourself in your laws and bylaws have messed up. Those who are coming into parliament have messed up. You have used the Commonwealth people for years. And now this is the payment that we are receiving. God is watching you. God is watching all of you people in the UK. You also in the United States of America. Those ministers, I agree that Jamaicans and many other Commonwealth countries, they are fooled. They have been brainwashed to think that you people would love them. But now we're all finding out that your love are wax cold and you hate the very country that you people claim that you have helped to build. You have only used us. Just imagine an old woman, an old man, have never been back to the Caribbean. You have helped your country, work in your country, build your constitution, build up your places in your country, and now you are dumping them. Dumping them with only a white bag in their hands. And you're telling me that this is good. God is watching you people. God is watching you all.